Well, good morning. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. Starting out today early, checking on the stocker steers. They've got just, about 4 more days or so with us before we load them up, ship them out of here. Everybody looking pretty good. Actually too short, which is always annoying. 63 of them right here at the box. But giving them a little feed. We'll probably move them out of this pasture here in another day or two. But anyway, rambling on. Appreciate y'all watching. We got a bunch of other stuff to do today, so let's go get after it. So like I said, starting off just here with these guys for a few minutes this morning. Got a little rain yesterday, I think. It was right about supper time last night. Didn't rain quite as much as I thought it may have, about 2/10, both here and at home. But a little more rain in the forecast today. Really hope to get some hay cut this afternoon. As luck would have it, I can't cut hay this morning anyway. I got to go into work till at least midday. My tentative plan is by then we shouldn't have a better idea of is it going to rain this afternoon or not. I think the best chance is right after lunch. So we'll see what they do with that rain chance. Would love to get some hay cut, but if not, I'm sure we'll find plenty to do. But these boys look to be in good shape. I got to get home, get cleaned up, and go join the real world for just a few hours. Get y'all the sunrise shot of the day. The sun peeks out over there. Yeah, now I gotta go to work. So we fast forward to the afternoon, put in a morning at the office. Nothing too bad, but need to get this feed bin moved. We moved these steers off of this part of this farm, well, I guess last weekend. So get it moved up to the other end where we can feed them out a bit for just the next 4 days, I guess, before we load them up and ship them off. I don't know if I mentioned it this morning or not, but you know, my real goal for today was to get some hay cut. Mother Nature just is not going to cooperate. We're up to like a 90% chance of rain for right about supper time this evening, so not really conducive to cutting a bunch of hay. Get backed up here. So we're gonna try to get some other odds and ends done. Main reason I wanted to get hay cut is being a part-timer. It's been my side hustle, however you want to say it. I have Wednesdays off and I have weekends off. So I really need to cut hay on a Wednesday like today to bale on weekend, or vice versa. Cut on weekend, bale on Wednesday. Well, this weekend's not really great to cut hay because there's a chance of rain like on Tuesday of next week and I think Wednesday. I was really hoping we would miss this one today, which I'm not going to cuss the rain. I just was hoping we'd miss this one because there's basically no chance Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think even Monday. In a perfect world, I'd just cut hay tomorrow or Friday even, but I'll be in the office. So, not entirely sure what we're going to do. I'm entertaining the thought of when I get off work tomorrow evening, getting on the tractor and cutting hay. I mean, we got lights on the tractor and may cut well into the night. I don't know. I don't know how smart that is. You know, if something breaks down in the middle of the night, I mean, you just quit at that point. But that may be what we end up doing. But we're gonna get this feed bin moved right now. Okay, so got the bin moved down here to where we got the pens. Calves are not actually in this pasture. Yeah, not a lot of feed in there, but that should be plenty. We're not feeding them much, just enough to get them in a pen, get them caught. But our plan, yeah, get them moved in here probably tomorrow morning when I check them. It won't be Thursday. Then they'll spend, I guess, just about 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in here before we load them up on Sunday morning. But yeah, part of our dilemma on the hay is maybe wondering, well, why not? I mean, what does it matter? You know, it's another week or two before you cut the hay. Well, it's about ready to be cut. I don't think it's really over mature, but first cutting went pretty good. Then it didn't rain for 6 weeks. So we're late getting to our second cutting. I mean, it's August 10th. We need to get to second cutting, get that off there, so we can get a third cutting. You know, days are already getting shorter. It's still hot, still definitely growing season. We don't typically get a frost till the end of October, maybe even very early part of November. But especially the warmer season grasses are gonna really, you know, start, you know, kind of, especially like in September, they're not doing a whole lot. So, and into October, yeah, you're not getting a lot of growth at all. Come on, Sadie. Come on, get in the truck. Come on. We gotta go. But see, she's got a little bit of a limp. Hurt her shoulder or something today, but she'll be all right. So, yeah, that's kind of our reasoning for wanting to get cutting baled and in the barn. Well, we can count on getting at least a decent third cutting. But our rainfall this year has been just the definition of the old proverbial feast or famine. I think we're still way ahead, based on at least one source I saw, on total annual rainfall, you know, year to date. And yet at the same time, we're still, according to the U.S. Drought Monitor, under a moderate to severe drought, which is, yeah, it's a little bit hard for both those things to be true, but I think technically that is all accurate. It rained, it was so wet up until like the 8th of June, I think was the last really rain of any significance, until pretty much the end of July. We went 6 weeks with like less than 2/10 of an inch of rain. And so it's just been, it's been tough because it was, a lot of guys were late getting crops planted. It was good on grass all spring, but then it hit at a bad time, you know, because it was super hot. I think there's some issues with corn pollinating for some of the row crop guys, where it just, I mean, it was hot and dry right at a critical stage for it. I'm afraid some of the corn's just not going to be much count. Some of the later planted beans, I know guys just did not get a stand. Then you got some other earlier planted beans that are probably going to be all right, because it's the last couple of weeks we've gotten above average moisture and rainfall. So I don't know, it's just, I mean, that's the reality of farming. But we're gonna get some things done this afternoon. We mailed this to some other stuff, and we'll take advantage of the day one way or another. It is toasty, it is humid, I'm dripping wet, and all I've done is work on some lights. These two lights, this one here, one up there, not working. I'm not sure, I may have to replace the whole light. I really don't know. Again, I'm not a very good mechanic, but I'm gonna run into town. I gotta do some other things. I'm gonna see if anybody's got a light that would be compatible. Otherwise, yeah, we may not have lights here on the front, not entirely. I got half of them. On the back, actually I need to cut these back on. I think both back lights worked. Tell you what, let's check and see. Because we do need to be able to see both front and back. Try to do that without climbing in there. If we're going to be actually, okay, yeah, actually both those are working. So we're in pretty good shape on the back. Front, obviously I took that one light off. Yeah, that light's out. Our very front lights are working. Yeah, the other lights are working up there, but I don't know. May get lucky and they may have a whole light set up and we can get this thing 100% ready to go. That way, when I do get off work tomorrow, all I gotta do is walk out here and step straight on the tractor. Lights were a no-go in terms of anybody in town having the exact one. I thought it was at least worth a shot. We could have gone, you know, another 20 minutes or so away to see if we could have found some at a couple other places, but not terribly worried about it. We do have some lights, but not as many as we would like. And I got to thinking, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and upgrade them all those 6 lights that are all, I guess, basically identical. 2 on the back, and then the 1, 2 on the cab on each, or 2 on each side of the front, so 6. Easy math sometimes. But yeah, and if I'm gonna do LED, I'm gonna do them all LED, and it's gonna be a little expensive, but I think that's doing it right. Do it once, not worry about it again. But anyway, we're gonna make sure everything else is ready to go on the mower, top the diesel off on the tractor, and have everything set. As luck would have it, and this is what's gonna irritate the crap out of me, and people that are wishing it would rain are gonna be mad at me, because me deciding not to cut hay means we're probably gonna miss this rain. It was, at one point this morning, it said a 96% chance this afternoon. I just checked it again just to see. We're down to a 56% chance. It's basically a coin flip whether or not it's gonna rain now. And this isn't always that accurate, but earlier it was saying like 1.1 inches rain. Now it's saying 0.1, saying we're gonna get a 1/10 of an inch. If that was accurate, and it typically you can't count on that, but just to show you how much it's changed just in like 3 hours time. If that was true and we was only gonna rain a 1/10 of an inch at the most, I'd be on the tractor mowing right now. But it's kind of one of those things. If we mow, it's guaranteed we're gonna get a big rain. If we don't mow, it's probably not gonna rain at all. Whatever. As I mentioned earlier, it is hot, but my wife's got another set of cross ties, so just where, you know, hook these up, or we can have a horse cross tied right here. She just wants to put another set on these next posts, these 6x6s. So, a very simple, quick project, should be. And maybe it'll give me a couple brownie points. We'll do that real quickly. Yeah, it's just hot. And it looks more and more like we could miss the rain entirely, which just is irritating. We totally changed all our plans based on the rain, and then now it looks like it's not gonna rain. 96% chance, it said there at one point, and now who knows if it'll rain. And there we go. Cross ties hooked up. Horse right in there, got the quick release snaps on there. So, boom. Ready to have 2 horses in here to be saddled at one time. Again, yeah, we've already got the set up there on the front post. So, that was like a 3-minute project. So, that's set. I think she wanted me to feed them. Oh, now I hear it thundering. You can't ever tell. It's probably gonna rain, and we probably made the right decision. I just need to quit complaining. But speaking of that, we're gonna ride back here and check cows too before it decides to start pouring down rain, because that's what it did on me yesterday. Fast forward about 24 hours, and we're finally in the hayfield. It's 6:30 on Thursday now. We've been mowing for about 15 minutes or so, made a couple of passes. Got the wild man with me. Say hello. But as you can kind of probably gather by the way we left off last video, very annoyed because that 90% chance of like an inch plus of rain yesterday never came to fruition. It actually did come a little shower at home, like less than 2/10. Rained pretty decent for about 10 minutes. Never even rained here. We're just a few miles up the road from home. So yeah, hindsight being 2020, we could have and should have cut this hay yesterday, which of course I've told 3 or 4 people that, and they're like, yeah, but guaranteed if you had cut it, it'd have rained about 2 inches, which probably true. That's the way it usually works out. But we're getting going now. We got about, I don't know, a little less than 2 hours of daylight left. I think it's gonna be about 15 acres, plus or minus a couple. So, yeah, we're gonna be finishing in the dark, or we're not gonna get done. We're planning on just finishing in the dark, seeing how well we can see here in a couple hours. But that's the way it is. Had to work today. The weatherman lied to us yesterday. So it's definitely finishing up after dark. And I've never cut this hay here before ever. The field's it's basically two fields split in the middle by their driveway. And so we made the decision before it gets dark. We made 5 or 6 passes on that side. We're gonna make at least that many on this side. Probably just keep on mowing on this side. Well, we've got all our outside done. It's all laid off before it gets dark and we lose a lot of our visibility. Willis has some kind of, is that a purse? Are you carrying a purse? It's a backpack toy, okay. Well, the toys are inside of it. So that's our plan. Just so that we be sure, because it gets real wet over here. I just kind of erred on the side of caution, stay well clear of the swampier area. The last thing we want to do is get stuck this time of night, 7 o'clock. I could probably sweet talk somebody into coming and pulling me out, but that would have been a bad phone call to have to make this time of day. But we're gonna keep on rolling. I don't know. We might be done before 10 o'clock. He's gonna be done. Mommy's gonna come pick you up, isn't she?
I did tell
and hopefully bring me some supper. So there's some pretty good Bermuda, a bunch of Johnson grass in here, so I think this is actually gonna make more hay than I maybe had even anticipated. I guess we'll find out here in a few days, but laying her on down there. But one other thing I did want to mention, because I've been meaning to do this, kind of a reward for those of you that have watched to this point in the video, do a giveaway. So, and I hate that I didn't film this while I was with the stocker steers this morning, but you can go back to the beginning of the video, or even back over the course of our last few videos, get a good look at them. But they're shipping on Sunday, so in another, what, 3 days? Today's Thursday. Selling on Monday. So guess their weight. Whoever, well, it's please we're doing that. Whoever comes the closest to guessing their weight accurately, what they're gonna average, it's gonna be about 60 of them we're gonna send. You're gonna win a hat. Giving away a hat. I think I'm gonna run the contest through Monday at noon. Monday will be the 15th, noon Central Time. Get your guesses in. Between now and then, I'm gonna hopefully have this video edited, uploaded, posted by midday on Friday. So I'll give you, what, 3 days. Get this watched, get your guesses in, but closest one wins. You know, it doesn't matter if you go over, it's not price is right or whatever. But yeah, give me your guess. We'll announce the winner next week. Try to use the light from the tractor. Hopefully engine noise isn't too much, but getting wrapped up. It's 10:15. It's been a long day. We hopefully a lot of you have gotten to listen to the Talk Dirt to Me podcast that my cousin Logan and I do, talking all sorts of things ag. Today being Thursday, we had an episode drop. We actually recorded this morning right before he edited it, uploaded it, all that stuff. So we recorded that at 4:30. I've been up since a little before 4. Again, it is 10:15 on the dot. It'll be, yeah, I got a 15-20 minute tractor ride home, so probably gonna wrap it up for this one. We'll try to get this one edited and posted, that way y'all can get your guesses in for the contest. But that looks like we're gonna be baling some hay probably in the next video, loading some calves, getting ready to ship them to town, all sorts of fun stuff, whatever, you know. Appreciate y'all watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. We thank y'all for doing that. Y'all remember, eat beef and God bless.